everyone, Charlene Bauer at Ladies OffRoader Network, and we are live at 5 on a Tuesday with a huge and exciting topic to talk about. Tonight we are going to talk about how you can create your own educational experience with me and Ladies OffRoader Network and a bunch of other options and opportunities. So I have been asked multiple times, like, hey Charlene, how do I do a one-on-one class with you? How do I get you to come and do a lesson in classes with my group that I have here? How can I do this? Or hey, I'm coming to Arizona, or hey, I'm coming to Moab and I want to hang out and I want to learn. And how do I do that? And I'm like, I don't know. So I sat down, I did the work, and it's been a long process. So part of my conversation is this is the goodness, this is the greatness that's coming out of some of the change that's going on right now with Ladies OffRoader Network, some of the opportunity that is hitting us because we are having now the home base in Moab as well as Arizona. Like, we have so many great things going on. It's so exciting, and they're all opening up doors for you guys, which is the most important part and the thing that you always have to remember. Like, yeah, sometimes you think I go quiet, sometimes you think I go crazy, sometimes you think I do a lot of things, but in the mix of it and in the background of it, it's 100% how can I make this better for you guys and continue to give you that educational learning that you want, and that is part of Ladies OffRoader Network. Like, that's our number one goal. So that's our topic tonight. That's our big thing. A couple of fast moments. Don't run right now. You stay right here. But our website has a new look. Been working really hard on it. There's still a couple pieces of it, of the pie, that I'm focusing in a little bit more on. And I'm going to talk about one of those big parts tonight. The other big piece is the convention. So the Ladies OffRoader Network convention, it's our 6th annual. It's in Moab, Utah. It is October 12th to the 15th, with the options of having the Wilderness First Aid ahead of time and the Tread Lightly Tread Trainer certification afterwards. So remember, we have those as additionals. It's a convention week now, but you don't have to participate in all of it. The actual convention is October 12 to 15. That's our 4 days of excitement. It is in Moab, Utah. That is exciting in addition, because we have more options, more opportunities, and more things. And I can only see this just spooling up. So as our 6th year of doing it, we can only spool up from here and where that's going to help us go. So if you have not already registered, make sure that you do. I'm reconciling a bunch of that this week, next week as well, and making sure that everybody is on task with what they need to do and what you need help with as far as the convention goes and the move to Moab. The one great news is I know a lot of people are challenged with travel and with hotel, with lodging. The lodging part, we got way under control. So that I don't have a heartbeat for. Like, we have camping, we have hotel, we have little houses, we have all kinds of things at a extremely reasonable rate. Yes, you're welcome. Yay. I know, throw some hearts for that one, because that worked out really well. And the travel management, we're working on that as well. I've gotten a couple of really cool people and really cool things that have come up in the background that are going to help you guys as well with that travel management, because I know some of it was at the last minute, and that's not always the coolest thing that happens. So we will make it work. We'll make it work for everybody that is able to come. I appreciate you guys so much for making that movement. It's all for the bigger picture of the better and the good and the future, but change is hard, and I get it, So with that, let's talk about change. Let's go back to our educational experience. Why would you want to do this? Well, here's the deal. I've been asked, hey, can we do a one-on-one class with you? Like, is there ways just to do one-on-one classes? And I'm like, okay. And then how about a small group? Like, I just want me and my friends to come and do it. I don't want to become, part of a skills camp. Or, hey, I'm really nervous to come to a skills camp because I'm not sure that I have the skills to be good enough to even come to a skills camp. So you want like a little booster ahead of time, or you want a little bit of one-on-one session ahead of time. Maybe you want your guy involved, right? Like, unfortunately, most of our big group stuff, our skills camps and everything, guys aren't allowed to come because, well, we're pulling a bunch of ladies together is what that's all about. So maybe you want your guy to get involved in the educational opportunity as well. This is a great way to do that. Or you're headed to Moab or you're headed to Arizona and you want to spend some time and you want to add it onto your schedule and you want to see if it works into my schedule. Let's do it. So there's a lot of different ways or reasons that you can add this into your world. Another piece is I've been asked to, hey, can you come and teach this class to our group? Can you come here? Can you come there? So that is also at the bottom of our list here as options. So yes, I can, but we're going to have to figure it out, right? So not only is there a scheduling thing, but then we got to figure out, well, where are you? Where's the your place? Where's the your town? And where are we going to do this? And how are we going to do this? And what's that going to cost? So there's going to be a little bit more conversation there. But if you come in and you'll see where I'm talking about base pricing, you're going to love it and you're going to take advantage of it and you're going to have so much fun. How do we do this? Before I get into the options, so you're just going to email me is the easiest way. So you got to email you with your name, your cell phone number, and the dates that you're looking at. If you have a specific dates, like, hey, I'm going to be in Moab on this time, or I'm going to be in Phoenix in this time, or I need you here in my location at this time, like you have an event going on. Where's the location? Like, where are we looking at? And then as I talk about the options here in a minute, like, hey, what options are you thinking? And then how many vehicles and how many people are you anticipating? Like, is it just you and your friend or you and your partner and one vehicle? Great. If it's the base pricing includes up to 3 vehicles and 8 people. So if you want to have 3 vehicles come and do this day class or whatever, or the 3-day class, hey, that's great. And then it can have up to 8 people. That way, if you need a couple kids in the back seat, that's fine with me, right? That's how we're rolling. So as we pick an experience, this is what they will in general include, but you know me, it always goes up from there. So up to 3 vehicles and a total of 8 people. And star, you can always add additional vehicles and people, but that will end up adding into some cost and availability. You'll get 8 hours at a minimum of training with me. So this is all about education. We're not just, I mean, sure, if you just want to go out on the trail and have a great day, that's fine. But I want you to leave with education. Like, my purpose is to make sure that when you get off the trail that day, when you get done that day, you're like, boom, I got this and I can up to the next level. Everybody will have handheld radios to be able to communicate. So I'm talking all the time. You're learning consistently. It's not like it's only when we're out and about. Snacks, lunch, and drinks are always included because snacks are very important. Dinner recommendation is also included if you'd like a dinner recommendation. And then, of course, gifts and tons of laughs is the last one on my list because, well, that's going to happen. Couple stars here. It is specific trails will be picked per guest. So as I go through the options in a second, just keep that in mind. So you may have a Subaru, or you might have a Toyota, or you might have a Jeep, or you might have a side-by-side, or you might not have big tires, or you might have big tires, or whatever. So we are going to pick the trails that we're going to go on now to you. It's not like me picking the trails for the big group. Okay, what's your vehicle? What's your skill level? Where are we at? And let's go pick something that we can be very successful at. So it'll be based on the upgrades of the vehicle and based on your experience. Now, my job is also to push you a little bit, right? So we're not going on any flat roads all the time. Well, there is one flat road option, but we'll get there in a second. Fridays and Saturdays are usually excluded, and the reason I do that is because there's a lot of trail traffic. So if you can help me make it sometime during the week, or we goof off on a Friday or Saturday, or you come in for like the first couple days and we go out and do the lessons and then you go and have fun for the weekend, that's great. But most of the time, in general, and again, this is part of the emailing conversation that we'll have going back and forth to see what's going to work out best for you. All right, I think those are all the stars. Let me check. Let's see here. And you should check out the website. It looks good. So stars, base price. Oh, the interesting and good part about the base price is where I'm talking about it's 3 people or up to 3 vehicles. The one thing I starred here in that piece is you can absolutely add more people, but just keep in mind, right? You're helping dilute the price. I get it. You're helping cover the price across other people, but you're also diluting your one-on-one experience. So make sure that you're picking your friends wisely. Right? There's the blink, blink, blink. So if you do want to bring in a group of 3 vehicles, if you do want that, or more, right? Like I said, we can always accommodate any more as well. But just think about who that is, and are they helping or are they diluting the experience so that you can truly learn and get the most out of that day? All right, so that's up to you. That's yours, but there's a star there for it. Okay, so let's start off with the different levels. So I have technically three different levels of opportunity that I put together, but there's like 7 different options here. So just work with me on this. So the very first one is what we're going to call the Dirt Explorer. So this is our easy to moderate trail level. This is the one where maybe you're on the newer side, you're just got your vehicle, you're like ready to go get some dirt on those tires, and you want to learn the how. Like you want to start off correctly. So this is where we're going to learn our four-wheel drive fundamentals. This is where we're going to learn how all those buttons and those features work on that dashboard, right? They're lit up. Now what does that mean? Tire fundamentals and air down pressures. Basic driving tips. We're going to go out on a trail, but it's going to be on the easy side, that moderate side. Under vehicle components, right? So we're going to get underneath, we're going to lay underneath there for a few minutes, we're going to talk about this is that and that is this, and hey, you got to pay attention to that and don't hit that and make sure you avoid this, and oh, you got great skid plates, or ooh, that might be something we want to upgrade. And then with all of these experiences, you're also going to learn some on-trail and Google mapping experiences. I think it's really, really important that everybody learn these tools, and so this is a great way to embed it while we're doing something different. So that's our Dirt Explorer day. Very easy, moderate trail level, but we're really focused on the fundamentals. Fundamentals, fundamentals, fundamentals. You'll learn knowing your vehicle, how to drive it a little bit better, have that confidence to go out on the trail and understand how it works. Okay, the next one. These next two, I'm not going to say one's leveled above another. They just have a different focus angle, okay? So our OffRoader is a moderate to difficult level trail. Now, we are not ever doing a 10 level trail. That's not the goal here. The goal here is to learn, not to push ourselves. I'm giving you the tools so you can go do a level 10 trail. So when I say difficult trail, it just means we're at that 7-8 range, okay? So we're going to push ourselves a little bit harder if your vehicle and your skill set is capable of that. Our off-roader level, this is a recovery focus. So we're going to work on our winch, our high lift, our pull pal, our traction boards, our dead mans. We're going to play with all your tools. We're going to throw out some of my tools. We're going to have some fun out there doing all that. We're going to pull and stretch your winch line. We're going to pull it all the way off so we can see what it looks like, so you can learn about it, so you can have the confidence to play with that winch line. There will be some driving tips in there because while we're driving, of course, I can't not do that. Like, at least I'm talking and doing stuff. Under vehicle component experience, again, we'll get underneath the vehicle. I think it's important to be able to take the time to do that. The on-trail and Google mapping, and then the four-wheel drive, tire air down, and vehicle button fundamentals. So if you have any questions about any of that stuff, we can go over that as we want to throughout the day. But the real focus is on recovery, right? The winch, the high lift, the pull pal, the tracking boards, the dead mans, and what you have in your vehicle. We'll really focus on that as well, and how you would use them and how you make it work. So that is our off-roader opportunity. Then we have what's called a wheeler opportunity. The wheeler one is now driver focused. Okay, so off-roader is recovery focused, wheeler is our driver focused. This is where we're going to focus on the 2-foot driving, picking lines for multiple vehicles, not just yours, but mine and other people's as well. Like, where would we put them? How to spot. So this is a great one, especially if you are a team, you have your co-driver with us, so we can work on spotting techniques. And then, yes, some recovery as well, right? No different than the other one where you get some driving tips. So this is some recovery, like using the winch. We can work on the winch and stuff. On trail, Google mapping, the 4-wheel drive, tire, air down, and vehicle button fundamentals. So you're seeing where there's some repeats in there because, well, it's easy to repeat. But the focus in this one is truly in the driving side. Okay, so that all sounds great, right? Why can't I do all 3 of them, Charlene? Well, of course you can. Or you can say, hey, I really want to spend a couple days super focused on the recovery stuff and maybe a day focused on driving, or I just want to spend 3 days with you and I want to be just like ultra rad by the time I leave. And I'm like, well, yeah, that sounds like a great plan too. So I put together a 3-day educational experience where this includes additional topics that you as the guest would want to understand. So you're gonna, of course, get my entire brain, my entire library. You get all the toolkit that comes with that, from the recovery side to the driving side and everything else. Again, we'll pick trails that in the beginning, maybe not so hard, and then we'll see where you're at, and maybe we'll push a little bit harder, right? Like we'll pick some trails that make sense for you and your vehicle. With a 3-day one, I will help with travel management. So where are you staying? Where are you eating? What's happening? How are you getting here? More into that zone. And then I added on here too, a celebratory dinner somewhere yummy. Yeah. You know, we still have to have the Charlene personality in here. So there is the 3-day experience as well. Now, what's also added on is what I called an Asphalt Explorer, because we have our Dirt Explorer, that's our easy moderate, right? You're learning your 4-wheel drive. We have our Off-Roader, which is our recovery focus. We have our Wheeler, which is our driver focus. Now we put those together as 3 days, which is fine. But I feel like the Asphalt Explorer is just as important and we're having just as much fun with it. So this would be something where, hey, I'm coming to town and I want to do something rad. I don't care if you bring your Mustang, bring something. Let's go have some fun, right? And you just want to go and see some cool stuff. No problem. So we have an amazing day experience. There's multiple different places that we could go, whether you're in Moab or you're in Arizona or somewhere else in between. I mean, we're always doing cool stuff. This will also, though, include that vehicle basics, some basic driving tips, so when you do go off-road, you have some extra stuff. Under vehicle component experience and the on-trail Google mapping. Again, Google mapping is super important, even when you are just on the asphalt and doing things like that. Then at the bottom of this page, because it registered with me when I'm like, okay, create your own experience, that there's other people that are trying to create other experiences also for other people. And so I did add in here too bigger group options. So those other ones above, you know, yes, this is for you, personalize something to a one-on-one, bring in your guy, bring in your small group of friends, putting something together that's easy, or your group is coming to Moab and you want to, you know, start with a day at the very beginning of your entire club coming with, you know, a group that goes out with me. That would be awesome. And then moving on to the rest of the week with your club. That's how you can absolutely do it as well, right? All kinds of ideas and thought processes. But there is the bigger group option too. So I put that down where we've proven 3 different lengths of trail training classes that have traveled successfully around the country. So if you'd like to schedule a trail training in your area, at your event, or bringing a group to me and we do one of these trail training opportunities, I would love it because I love doing this class. If you guys have been to one of my classes, you know how much I love doing it. And it forever changes the skill set and the confidence level of a participant, even though we're not out on the trail, right? These are the not trail moments. So we have our 5-hour class, which is what we did in 2019. If any of you are part of that, we have a 10-hour class, which is a full day. And both of those are in the classroom environments, and lunch and dinner is included in that 10-hour one. The 2-day class, that's our 10-hour class on day 1. And then the second day we do go out on the trail. but it's a simple trail. It's something where we're working on fundamentals. It's not like we're trying to go smash some rocks somewhere, right? Again, back to the purpose of what I'm doing is educating, not proving to ourselves that we can run a level 10 trail. So that is those. And then at the very bottom, there's another level, and that's, do you want something different? So I've done multiple styles of RV classes, how to tow a trailer class. I did a STEM class for a youth, it was a junior high, elementary school, general auto maintenance class. I've done that for a van group a couple of years in a row now. Tire tech class, of course, you know how much I love tire tech. So there's a lot of options down there at the bottom as well. Like if you are working with a group and you're trying to help somebody out locally, and you want me to come in and do a class, like, I'm all about it. So it's a different level, different style of education, where instead of me saying, hey, here's our skills camps, here's our calendar, you got to fit in my calendar. Well, you still kind of got to fit in my calendar, because we got to make your dates work with my dates. But once our dates are set and I'm saying, sure, I'll come to you, or yes, when you come to Moab, this is your block of time, then we can wrap that down and lock it in. So just a different option, different style of things, and it's where you get to create your own educational opportunity. You get to say, hey, this is what I want to learn, this is what I want to excel at, this is where I want to push myself, and it's my job to push you in a very safe and effective way, so that one, we get off the trail, and two, you are ready to rock and roll for the next time that you go out. So if you have any questions about any of that, I am available to help you out with it. If you'd like, go to ladiesoffroadnetwork.com, and on the very home page, you'll see that it's changed. It looks different. And if you scroll down about halfway through, you'll see in our adventure section that is right there. We will have different adventures coming up as normal. We'll still have our some skills camp, and we'll still have some things like that will be our calendar dates. So you don't feel like you have to do it on your own. That's not that. But this is just fulfilling a need that I saw was continually being presented to me and continually wanted, and giving others options in order to do bigger, better, badasser things, because that's our theme. Okay, everybody, let's leave it on a high note. Hashtag throw it down, BBB 2022, bigger, better, badasser 2022. We got all kinds of new stuff coming. So this is just the beginning of the rollout of the change that's happening with our additional home base in Moab. Very excited about it. It's been a wild ride so far, but we got this. We got this, we got this, we got this. And the first excitement is our convention. Again, if you missed that, it is in October in Moab. I know you guys haven't missed it because we've been talking about it a lot. But October 12 to 15, I got you. I got you, I got you, and I'm reconciling a bunch of emails that we sent out a while back, so we'll get all the convention up online in the next week or two. If you haven't heard from me, don't stress out. We're in the middle of it all. Okie dokie. All right, BBB 2022, I appreciate you, and let's pick a date. Let's hang out. Let's go do cool things together. All right, have a great rest of your Tuesday. Bye.